So why don't we just jump right in? And
Sure.
since it's just the two of us, did you have any particular questions or issues concerning the syllabus or course calendar that you'd like me to address?
I really don't know much about either one, so
Okay, great.
Yet. Yeah.
All right. So like you were at Peg's session this morning, so I think
Yes.
like her session, it will be formatted very similarly. We're going to, let me just jump ahead to my next slide here. I'll just introduce the agenda for today, and then we'll go straight into Canvas, and I'll show you how, at a kind of high level, how some of these tools work. So today we're going to be talking about reviewing the syllabus and editing the syllabus in Canvas. We'll take a look at how the general course template is used for that. We'll take a look at the course summary and how that works in Canvas, and how to add and use a file, and also what I should have added here, how to use a course link in your syllabus so that you can make your syllabus more interactive. Then we're also going to take a look at the calendar. Calendar is one of, I believe that Micah, our LMS migration lead or Canvas lead, said yesterday that calendar is the most popular feature used by students in Canvas, which makes sense because it has wonderful functionality to it. We're going to look at a few things, not get too far in the weeds because we only have 30 minutes, but we're going to look at how to create events, how to create and edit assignments, which you can also do from within the calendar, create to-do lists for yourself, create and edit appointments using the scheduler tool, and then also how to sync it to your personal calendar using the iCal calendar feed link. So again, at a high level, we'll look at each of these things, and should you want to dive deeper, we can do that individually with you in any subsequent calls or by email. So this is just like a brief screenshot of the syllabus as it exists in my sandbox, which we're going to be using today, just to walk you through some of its features. Just wanted to show you before we jump in there. Once you're in Canvas, and I hope maybe you had a chance to play around or you've seen Peg go through some of these other features. On the left here is your global navigation bar, which will always be available to you no matter what course you're in. And then on your right here, you have, and I'm forgetting the name of it, but you have the status bar here and other options and actions and tools you can use here. And then in the center, you see the syllabus with the template that we've developed as a team here at Citi, which can be added to, and if you work with us in the development of your master course, we can add that template to your course and work with you to develop out your syllabus. So I'm going to go straight into Canvas now. Just locate it here.
Will this take the place
Okay.
of our other calendar? Will it take the place? Because we always had to have like a whole syllabus that we went and put it in as a Word document in our PDF document into Blackboard. Is this different?
Yeah, it doesn't have to take the place, but I would recommend that it does, because it's going to be a lot easier for you to update and maintain if you use the built-in course summary feature in the syllabus, which acts as a kind of calendar of assignments and due dates. And I can show you what that looks like and how it works here. Otherwise, you can add, as you can see here, you can add a PDF or Word doc and attach it to your syllabus with all of your due dates if that is required by your department. But if it's added as an attachment, then it won't be automatically updated by Canvas when you make changes to it. Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of up to your preference, but I would recommend, if possible, to use the summary feature so that it syncs with everything in Canvas, including the calendar, the assignments, any assignments you have, and the syllabus.
That would make sense. I hope they don't mandate that we have the PDF. It'd be nice just to be able to produce which, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do yet. It's college nursing.
It's left to be determined, but it's a good point to bring up. And what you could do if you are mandated is you could put a note in the syllabus under the course calendar that says, calendar is subject to change. Please refer to Canvas for the latest and most up-to-date deadline, something like that.
Yeah,
so that they would know what their first course of action would be, and not necessarily to rely on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Bronca.
Hmm.
Thanks for joining. It's just Marcia and I so far. So we just jumped into the syllabus and we're going to talk about some of its features. So right now we're in student view. I wanted to start off that so you can see what students would see. A lot of these pages here would not be used or available to students unless you enabled them. So don't worry about that right now, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like, what the syllabus, using the syllabus template, looks like in student view. So I'm going to exit out of that so we can make some edits. Okay. So this is your syllabus link. It will be available here in your course menu. So when you click on it, you'll be directed to this page. This formatting for the syllabus using these green kind of horizontal bars and the titles here of these sections were created using the city course template, which we can import into your master course, and then you can edit accordingly. So I can show you how we might do that, or yeah, let me just bring that up here. Ooh, there we go. So I'm looking at the general course template now, which we can walk you through at a later time if you're curious. But essentially what I did here was I copied and pasted this text here and this formatting from the course, the general template, and put it into my sandbox course here on the left. So that formatting remains, and then you can make edits accordingly, according to your particular information relative to your course and contact information. So it's just a simple copy and paste into this text box here.
But you can't change.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You can't change like the things that are in black print without like the teaching assistant name.
You can change all of it. So
okay.
You can change all of it.
Have those. Yeah,
okay.
We have like, co-directors or other instructors in our class or whatever. So yeah.
And those we can do that. This is, sorry, go ahead, Marshall.
No,
Marcia.
I mean, that's good because we have other ones we would put there instead.
So we could do that by adding a row, and you can see all these commands here to change the table here. We can add a row or a column and really just build it to your needs. This is just the general template, and looks like we're missing an R here in information. But we can definitely customize it to your needs. And then you can add, and these highlighted words are just for you to make those changes specific to your course.
Yep, thanks.
So that's the basic kind of foundation for that syllabus template. And then what you can do, and you have a couple of options here, as we discussed, you can insert your syllabus document here as a PDF or a doc file, and I can show you how to do that. Or you can simply copy and paste it into the text box. I would be, wary of that somewhat, because the formatting could get kind of messed up depending upon how you have it formatted in your Word document. But that is an option for you as well. You may just need to go in and make some edits if you choose to do it that way. Now, if you just copied and pasted it into your syllabus, it would not be interactive, or you would not have active links in there until you made it active. or you added those links. So I'll show you how to do that as well. So you have a few different options, and then we'll talk about the course summary and how that works in a moment. So if you want to insert any kind of file, it's really easy to do. There are a few ways you can do it. You would, go to wherever you want to insert it. You would go up here to this little icon here, the piece of paper with the writing on it, Documents, and click on it. And this is in your rich content editor bar. And then you can either upload a file directly from your computer, or if you click on this arrow next to it, you can upload an existing file that's from the course, or a file that's in your user account by clicking on Course Documents. And then, as you see here, I've already put a couple of sample documents in there, which are already exist in Canvas. And then I would just click on that and it would add it to the syllabus template, and then I would update it and it would be there and students could click on it and open it there. And I believe it would open in a new tab, and I'll show you here. So you just click on it and they're taken directly to a PDF of the syllabus, which is here on their screen. They don't have to download it or anything in order to view it. So you can do it that way. That's an option for you. But again, as I mentioned, because of how, Canvas will not update if you have due dates or any kind of dates in this document. It will not make any updates to that if you put all of the course calendar, for example, at the end of your syllabus, like I know that some of you do and are required to do by some of the schools. So let me show you an alternative to that. So a wonderful, my favorite feature of the Canvas syllabus is the course summary. And right now you have to scroll down to the bottom of the page because I've already copied and pasted an old syllabus in here. But the course summary, which you can see here at the bottom of the syllabus page, is created automatically by Canvas. And it does so in chronological order according to any assignments, events, anything you've added to your course assignments, quizzes, discussions, or your calendar. So it kind of acts in place of that course calendar feature that you have at the bottom of your, at the end of your syllabus. And then this will also automatically sync with your calendar over here, which we'll talk about in a moment. And any updates that you make to it will also be reflected in the calendar, as well as in the assignments and quizzes and discussions area. So it's super, super useful for you and for your students, because then you don't have to make updates or changes in multiple areas of your course. So I'll show you how that works by clicking on the assignments link here. And so far, did you have any other questions, Marcia? I don't want to keep going without.
No, I'm just listening. No troubles.
Okay, great. So I'm going to create just a test assignment while we're here in my assignments link, and you'll see how that works. So I'll say workshop test assignment. We'll make it worth 5 points. I won't get into detail with the assignment functions because that'll be for a separate workshop. But we'll just keep it as is, as a default. You have to, though, add a due date if you want it to reflect in your calendar and also in the course summary. Have the due date reflect in the course summary. So we'll just make that due date about today at midnight, the default. All right, so I'll just create that as a kind of general placeholder here. Oops. No, we will not make it an external tool. Let's just keep it as no submission for now. And I will save it. All right, and you'll see it here on my assignments page, workshop test assignment 5 points. So if we go back to the syllabus and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that it has inserted that test assignment in chronological order in the summary. And likewise, you'll find that test assignment in the calendar for this course, which is coded in blue here on the 31st here. So again, this is just a wonderful illustration of how Canvas syncs everything in different areas of your course, so that you don't have to make changes in different places. So it's there, and we'll talk in a moment about your the calendar. It's already 1:16, so we should probably jump into that pretty quickly. But one other thing I wanted to show you, if you do choose to copy and paste any information into your course syllabus, you can also make those active links so that you can make your syllabus interactive. So let's just say I have an assignment here or a calendar that I want to use, and I want to link to my week 1 quiz directly in my syllabus. I would highlight what I would like to provide as a link, and I would go up here to the rich content editor, click on this arrow next to links, and then click on the drop down that says course links. And when I do that, you'll see on the right side of the screen, Canvas will give me the ability to link to any assignment or page within the course. So I'll click on quizzes, because that's what I want to link to. Oh, I don't have a quiz, never mind. Not currently in my sandbox course, but I have it here in my assignments. So I'll just click on test quiz 1, and it will automatically create a link to that. So when I update the syllabus, and I want to make this syllabus interactive, I will have created that here, and it will open directly to that quiz from within my syllabus. So another wonderful feature of the syllabus is that ability to make that interactive by redirecting to different pages in the course. Do you have any questions about that, Marcia? Or Branca, or anything that I missed that you think I should address with where it concerns the syllabus?
I'm fine.
Okay.
All great, Laura.
Great. Thanks, Branca. So that's just your sort of basic functionality of the syllabus. And as I mentioned, City can help you build yours out using the template. And we can even add new sections like this should you want to make the entire thing formatted in this way. So just reach out to us when you would like to do that. Now we're going to go over to the calendar, which you can find here in the global navigation bar. So I'm going to click on that. And so the calendar is, as I mentioned, according to our Canvas lead, the apparently most popular feature in Canvas used by students. So, and you'll see why, and hopefully it'll become one of your favorite features because it's just so great. It has so many wonderful uses. So the calendar, as I've demonstrated, syncs with any assignments, discussions, etc., that you have added to your course. And it also shows you, as you can see here in your right-hand listing of calendars, it shows you all of the important dates that you have in all of your courses, or any personal kind of events or reminders that you've set up for yourself. And each of these are color-coded. So for example, we're looking at my sandbox assignments right now. You see those in blue, kind of darker blue, and there you can find those here in on these days. So you can turn certain ones off, right? If you don't want to see all of them at one time. I don't have lots of others to show you right now, so that you could isolate in your view any one of those calendars. There are different ways of looking at your calendar in Canvas, and I'm going up here to these buttons here. You can look at it by week, where you can see it here for the full week, Sunday to Saturday. You can look at it by month, which is my preferred view, but again, it's up to you. And then you can also look at it by agenda, which is just a running list of events or things that you have set up in your calendar. So I'm going to go back to the month view. And you'll also see it here in miniature on your right, which you can click on any days and see the events for that day. So you can also add events, different types of events from within the calendar. It doesn't have, you don't have to add them from the assignments area only. So in order to do that, you would click on this add, this plus button here, create new event, and you can see that there are different types of events that you can add. Events, assignments, my to-do, and appointment groups. And within each of these, you can decide where you want these events to show, with the exception of my to-do, which only goes to your, I believe, right, Bronca, it only goes to your individual calendar. It's not published to any of your other classes or groups.
Right. Yep. That's
yeah.
their own personal calendar.
Yep. Okay. So event, and I'll show you, we'll make one of these. Event just means maybe you want to broadcast, say, that you have, I don't know, that there's a lecture that you want your students to see or something, or that it's not specific to an assignment, but it's something that office hours, but you may want to use the appointment group for that. Your class meeting, which you might use by adding your Zoom link, although that would automatically populate once Zoom is, once you add your Zoom meetings to your course. So we'll just say something like lecture here, or I'll just say today's workshop, right? Syllabus workshop. That's not tied to an assignment. It's today, and it was at 1 p.m. Location, you can put in your Zoom room, which I think, yep, I have it right here. And then you can choose where you want it. Oops, and you know what? I didn't have all my other ones highlighted, so I can't. Sorry about that, Marcia. I'm going to go back into that, but it's not giving me more options because I don't have those indicated. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to recreate that event, syllabus workshop, 1 p.m. Location, Zoom, and then I can choose to what calendar I want this published so that students or whoever is in that course can view it. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put it in, I'll put it in my sandbox just so I don't change anyone else's course here. And then I will click on submit. And then you'll see it here listed as an event in this course for whoever is enrolled in the course. There are other types of events you can add. You can actually create assignments from within your calendar. I'll just do that reflection assignment. Select which course or group you want to add it to, and then you could potentially add a group here, and then you can publish it and add it to your course. I'm not going to do that now since I have it with another course. You can also create a My To Do, which is a personal event. So it's something you'll only see on your calendar, but you might want to say, you know, grade sandbox discussion, and make it, you know, just for today's date, maybe not even put a time on there. And you can see it's only specific to your calendar. You can add details or notes. And then you'll see that here as a reminder to you only. So you can also use that again to give yourself reminders. And then lastly, and Marcia, feel free to interrupt should you have any questions, you can create an appointment group. And this is a really wonderful feature that you may want to use for like office hours, particularly if you're present in your office, you know, a remote office for like 2 hours at a time, and you want to you don't want to sit there for the duration of the 2 hours if you don't know if any students are going to show. So what you could do is you could create office hours and allow students to sign up using this scheduler tool. We'll put it in the same Zoom room again. And you could say you're doing it for tomorrow during the hours of, say, 1 p.m. to 3, and it should automatically do that, maybe not. And if you have, say, 10 students you want to give the option to see, you can have them sign up for appointments by, say, in 15-minute increments. And then if you put set for 15 and click on go, it will automatically set up all of those time slots for you, which you can limit just to 1 appointment per time slot. And then when you publish that to, say, the course that you want students to sign up for, I'll do my sandbox again. Then, and you create it. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I already created some office hours here for tomorrow in a previous test. So I've got a lot of appointments here. Students can sign up for these times, which I believe get grayed out once a student has signed up for that slot. So you can go into your calendar and you can see who has signed up, if anyone has signed up, and request that they do so in advance. And it will be there in your calendar for that specific course. It's a really wonderful feature. Any questions? Yeah, go ahead,
yes.
Marcia.
Will it also be in the student's calendar that it's blocked out?
Yes, so if it won't be blocked out, it will just be an event in their calendar as long as you've published it to that specific course, that they can then go into their calendar using their calendars and sign up for the their chosen time. And then it will reflect on your calendar once that's done. So those are the different ways you can add events. And then the last feature I wanted to just look at is the calendar feed here. And the calendar feed is a wonderful tool if you want to be able to sync your Canvas calendar to, say, your Outlook calendar. And you would do that by clicking on calendar feed and following these instructions. So you can either click to view calendar feed and open it up that way, or you can simply also copy this link, go into your Outlook calendar, and in your calendar view, you can add the link and it will populate it in your Outlook calendar so that you can see all of your appointments, Outlook and Canvas in one place. Now it only goes in one direction. So if you make any changes to your Outlook calendar or to any of these events within your Outlook calendar, it's not going to push back into Canvas. It will only update going from Canvas to Outlook, if that makes sense. I've done that here. I don't know that we have, it's already 1:31. Oh my goodness, we have time to show you how to do that. But should you want to see how that works, then, or have that set up for you, just reach out to one of us and we can show you how to do that. But it's also another wonderful place, just for the purposes of keeping everything in one place so that you don't lose track of any appointments or whatever.
You have to do that for each event, or can you do that for everything in your calendar, and your whole calendar will go to Outlook?
You can, the whole calendar will go to Outlook. Yeah.
Okay.
So anything that you have set up there will go directly to Outlook. Yeah. And so just the key takeaways I wanted to emphasize, again, we recommend you using the course template for consistency when formatting your syllabus, using the rich content editor to customize your syllabus. And again, as I've shown, the assignments and due dates automatically populate to the course summary and syllabus. So there's no need to list it out unless you want to or required to do so. Updates are universal. You change a time and date in one location and it updates all the rest, the syllabus, the calendar, the assignments. One thing I didn't show you, but you may have seen it when we were looking at the calendar view, is that past and submitted assignments are automatically crossed off in the calendar so that students and you can see that assignment has passed or that they've completed it. And as I've just briefly shown you, the calendar will sync with any iCalendar app, such as Outlook or Google. And I'd be happy to show you how I've done that with mine if you're interested at the end of this workshop. But those are really the main points. This is a kind of high-level overview of how the syllabus and calendar work. Do you have any other questions, Marcia?
Maybe one general one, which is,
okay,
when you get an app from someplace to put it on your phone, which is the best ones to use, like Google or, I mean, I don't know which one to get it from.
That's a great question. And Branka, you're the queen of apps. Maybe you could answer that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was.
Oh, no.
Good question. So if you have I personally like Google Play. So if I have an Android phone and I'll use Google Play.
Okay.
Yeah. So just go to Google Play and it pretty much anything that you can get from the App Store from an iOS phone, you'll find in the Google Play Store. And it's really easy. There is 2 different apps though for Canvas. One is a teacher app and one is the student app. The student app is the yellow one. It has like the yellow Canvas star.
Okay.
And then the teacher one has the red Canvas star.
Good to know. Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, great question. Karen, I saw that you joined us. Do you have any questions or anything you'd like to take a look at now that we're wrapping up?
No, I missed the first part, so I'll be watching the recording later.
Oh, great. Okay. And I will add that to our YouTube playlist by tomorrow. So you'll see it there and can review it then.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, it is, that half hour went by really quickly. So thank you all for joining me for this. And again, reach out should you have questions or need help. We're really excited for this Canvas transition, excited to help you all out, building your courses in Canvas. So please do ask if you need anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.